Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, and double honors to the elders of GMS. Today's show is for the elect brothers of Israel, of the Israelites only. I'm hoping I'm part of the elect because nobody knows if they're elect, man. So if you are not part of the elect, man, this show is not for you. And the name of the show is get back on that horse, man, because this truth we're hearing right here, man, it's like a horse, man, like you're riding a horse, man. If you fall off that horse, man, you gotta get right back on, because if you don't, man, you're gonna get destroyed, man. You're gonna fall back into the world, man, because this truth, man, once you let go, man, and go back into the world, once you in this truth for a while, man, for a long time, and you just go back in the world for all the works that you done in this truth, man, ain't gonna come for nothing, man. I'm gonna bring out the first scripture I'm gonna bring out is the book of Proverbs, chapter 24, verse 16. It says, "For a just man falleth and 7 times rise up again." Yeah, when you look up that word just in the Hebrew, it mean tazadak, it mean righteous. And the other word for just man is the elect, man. So when the elect falleth, man, let me explain something what falleth is. Like, if you're in this truth for a while now, man, it seems like you you're like, damn, man, I keeping all the laws to my best abilities, keeping all the statutes, man, to my best ability, man, being brotherly to the brothers, and like, and these niggas and these Edomites and these heathens in the world, man, they're perspiring more than you, man. You're like, damn, why is this happening, man? Why is this happening to me? But in order for us to make it to the kingdom of heaven, man, we got to go through these infirmities, man. Like brothers in New York, man, every time it have a snowstorm, when brothers in the tri-state area, man, every time it have a snowstorm or it's very cold, we can't work, man. And those days we don't work, we don't get paid, man. And most of the time when you're dogging out, man, what shit happen to you, man? That's the most sight testing you. Like, you got a little money, and you say you're gonna buy some wine or liquor, man. You come and you lost your phone, man, or a bill you never know was there. You gotta pay that bill, or you gotta pay that rent. Or for brothers that get calls, man, you got cops that pull them over. You gotta pay tickets. You gotta pay violations, man. You're like, damn, man, when is this hell? We're gonna stop catching this hell. So the only time we're gonna stop catching this hell, man, is in the kingdom of heaven, man. That's the only time you're gonna stop catching this hell, man. I'm gonna look up this word falleth in the Hebrew, man. The word falleth in the Hebrew is it means napal. It means to fall, lie, be cast down, man. Fail. Like if you're riding a horse, man, and you fall off that horse, man, you gotta get back up on that horse cut your leg on the saddle, man, and hold the bridle, man, and ride that horse, man. That's the truth, man. You don't want to be one of these guys that was once in the truth, man, and they went back into the world, man. You want to be in the kingdom of heaven, man. Want to be the government body, man. You want to rule over these nations, man. You don't want to be here among these people, man, who fit for destruction in that day. So it says, a just man falleth 7 times, and he rise again, man. So this book was written by the greatest wisdom, the person with the greatest wisdom on the earth, man, King Solomon, man. He wrote the book of Proverbs. So he says he rises up 7 times. It don't mean he rises up 7 times like a number 7. The word 7 in the Hebrew, the number 7 in the Hebrew mean completion, man. It could be a whole bunch of times you fall and you rise back up, man. So you gotta follow what he say here, man. The just, the elect, fall at 7 times. We gotta rise back up, man. You catching hell, man. You got the family coming against you, saying you a man of the Lord, man. And why you always poor, why you always broke, why you always got no money, man. They see the They see the moral things in this earth, man. They don't see the spiritual gift that the Most High and His Son Yahweh shall laid upon us, man, to come out here and preach this word. So it says, He rise up again, but the wicked shall fall into their own mischievement. The wicked in the scriptures, in the Bible, in this world, is the so-called white man. So the so-called white man is on top all in all, man. He don't keep no laws on the Bible, man. He don't keep no laws in the scriptures, but he got everything, man. He got everything that's carnal in this world. But the nation of Israel, we're gonna inherit the kingdom of heaven, man, which is the forever, man. So you don't wanna look upon what the so-called white man have, and envious thing, man, and covetous what the so-called white man have. His cars, his woman, his expensive liquor, man, his houses, his mansions and stuff. You don't want to cover that, man, because that's another sin, man. Covetous, that's a sin. It says, rejoice not when thy enemies falleth, and let not thy heart be glad when he stumble, lest the Lord see it and displease him. It says, and he that turn away wrath from him. It says, fret. The word fret means fight. Fret or be furious. Fret not thyself because the evil man. It says, fret not thyself because of the evil man, neither be envious of the wicked. So we know who the wicked is, the so-called white man. So the scriptures say, be not envious of the wicked. So everything the so-called white man have, and the other nations, and the 2/3 of our nation, man. These rappers, these athletes, these entertainers, these movie stars, man. You're supposed to be envious of what they have, man. Because what they have is going to be destroyed in the terminal nuclear destruction. So all you brothers, man, and the reason why we in the position that we did, man, we did something bad against the Most High, man. I can't even compare what we did to the Most High. It's like if you got a rich father, man, and everything you want, your father give it to you, man. If you want cars, if you want a mansion, if you want the best houses, the best woman, the best pool, anything you ask your father for, he give it to you. That's what the Most High did to us, man. But we end up turning our back on the Most High. How we did, I can't even compare it. It's like you have a party or a feast or get together with families and friends and enemies, and your father's there, man. And it's like you walk up to your father and he's spit in his face, man, in front of everybody to see that. That's what like we did to the Most High, man. We nation of Israel went and served these other gods, man. That's what I compare to us, man. Spitting on the Most High face in front of all these nations and in front of these gods that's no God, man. That's why the Most High is so furious to us, man. That's why the Most High ain't gonna deliver the whole nation of Israel this time. Only the elect, he's gonna deliver through his son Yahushua, man. So it says verse 20. It says, for there shall be no reward to the evil man. So any evil man in the nation of Israel and these other nations, man, you ain't gonna get no reward, man. You're gonna get a reward in this so-called white man world, man, this wicked world, man. This is Satan world. But in the Most High world, man, what's the Most High world? The kingdom of heaven, man. You wicked, man. You ain't gonna get no reward, man. It says, and the candle of the wicked shall be put out. So the so-called white man candle, the other nations candle, the 2/3 that's sold out of the nation of Israel, man. Your candle is going to be put out, man. Thus say the Most High. Are we looking for your candle to be put out, man? So that's the end of the lesson, man. And I hope you brothers stay strong in the truth, man, because the fire is going to get hotter, man. And no matter how hard it get, man, out there, man, no matter all the bills you get in, if you got kids, you got these women stressing you out, man, want to take your kids from you, want you to play child support, man. That's just the devil, man, trying to bring you down and try to get you out of the truth, man. Because all the work you're doing right here, man, you got to stay on the horse, man. Because once you fall off that horse, man, and ain't get back up, man, all the work you did, man, is gonna be naught, man. So you got to stay on this horse until the Most High send his son back here to deliver the elect of the nation of Israel, man. And with that, I'm going to say shalom.